Hello, my name is Andrew Wilson, and this is the DGAW Spotlight. Today on Spotlight, I'll be talking to Spirit Desire.
Hello.
I'm nervous now.
Yeah,
I was like, okay, I'm prepared, but I'm also not really prepared.
well, that's fine.
It's all. Ta-da.
That's an interesting start to the interview.
Like, that was part of the plan, right? Yeah.
All right, so as you may well have guessed, I prepared a long list of questions. Unfortunately, I left the paper under my bed.
Oh,
So I'm going to do it live. Wait, is that the term? Is that the term?
With Daniel G.A. Wilson and Spirit Diarrhea.
This is not filmed in front of a live audience, though. But yeah. Anyways, so people, tell me about Spirit Desire exactly. You guys are very interesting. I want to start this off. Tell me about this. Tell me about jobs. Your opinion on jobs, for starters.
Jobs. Don't even ask that. Just kidding. You can ask that. I hope no one I work with watches this. Okay, so literally when we made that song, I Hate My Job, it literally became a meme. Like, I swear to God, dude, that freaking, I'm over it. Like, I'm over it. I'm over that song. Done. Over. Done. Scratching it. But how did we come up with that song?
I think you were like, God, I just have to call in to work.
Oh yeah, oh my God.
We're at practice.
We're at practice, like probably like our second or third practice ever. And then I got this call from my work and they're like, yo, where you at? And I'm like, what do you mean where I'm at? I'm at freaking rehearsal, bro. No, but they were just like, yo, you have to come in now. Like, you have to work.
You gotta drop, you
gotta come in, you gotta drop what you're doing, you gotta work. And I was just like, shake my damn head.
You only worked there for like 3 months or something.
Yeah, and I was just like, yo, what the hecky?
You're so
Like, I don't
new.
want to work. And then I remember we were practicing it, and I was like, yo, I hate my job. And then we're like, oh. And then we were like, why does our lives suck? And then I was like, yo, we should write a song about this. And then we started, I hate my job. And that's how it was formed. And then literally ever since then, people are like, yeah, I like you guys. I hate my job. And I'm like, oh my God. Please, no. Please, goodbye. And that was the day we birthed that baby. It was a long process. It's a big baby. It's a big baby. It's a big baby. Now we're here, and now we're now we're here, and now we're big babies. We're big babies. Big babies. This is baby Mishi. This is baby Kai.
I can't really relate to that song. I have like five jobs, and they're all pretty awesome.
What the heck? Where do you work? Is this disclosed?
This is one of them.
Oh my God.
It's a big boy job.
This is some big boy job you're doing here.
Technically. But, yeah. So anyways, so tell me about, this band. Tell me about this band and how you guys decide to play music together exactly. Now, usually when asking this question, most people are not really fascinated by it. I mean, bands usually start up, you just talk to each other and you start a band, but you two seem very interesting to me. What would make you two, such an interesting pair, decide to make such strange yet, what's what I'm looking for, satisfying lo-fi music?
One word, Tinder.
I met you on Twitter, bud.
No, I met you on...
I met you...
No, through...
Okay,
This is the story about how my life turned out beside... No, that's not how it goes.
I was in I just finished high school, and I was doing this, like, for all of high school, I was, like, coming to Toronto to, like, as much as I could. I live in a little small town called
Cobourg.
It's like an hour drive away from here, and it's a little bullshit.
It's a little beach.
Little bullshit beach town, and you just hang out and you retire there. But I was coming here as much as I could, just trying to like get away and like have a good fucking
Just
time.
trying to have a baby.
I was like, trying to have a baby, and I think what happened was I graduated and I had like my summer before I moved here for school. And I started kind of like seeing this person a little bit through like Tinder and shit. And as I was meeting them, I went to go see Toltzland and fucking like crying and shit.
Yeah, and the same night, I was like, yo, I'm gonna go to this show. Like, I wasn't really big on going to shows with people. I remember I went alone. It was so sad. It was so sad. It's okay. It's okay. I remember I went alone to this show, and then
I met you there through the person.
But that's the thing. That's the thing. You know what's so funny? Like, I didn't know anyone at this show. Like, I absolutely had
You didn't know it?
No, I didn't know anyone.
Jenny, right?
No, I didn't know Jenny. I didn't know anyone at
But you
this
just
show.
started talking.
Yeah, and I just started talking to people. And I was just like, yo, I'm gonna see where this conversation goes.
Yeah.
And I remember I saw Kai across the room, and I was like, this is the most beautiful human I ever seen. So beautiful. And then I went up to him and I was like, yo, what's up? No, I didn't.
You were like, my name's Kyle too.
I know.
I was like, it's nice to meet you.
Yeah, and then you're like, I'm Kyle, and I was like, yo, I'm Kyle too.
It was good. It was good. And then after that show, I think I was like, what the fuck is this girl? And then I think
it was a weird night.
It was a weird night, and at some point I got you on Twitter or something, and you were like,
yeah.
hey.
And you know what's so funny? You know what's so funny though?
What's up?
I saw you on Twitter. Like I saw you,
Whoa.
but I was like, yo, I don't know. I want them to follow me first.
Ooh.
I remember I was like, yo, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. And I was gonna do it.
Fucker.
I clicked the follow and I backed it. I'm like, no, I'm gonna wait.
You're gonna hit it first. You're gonna.
Yo, but imagine if I did in that moment of time click that, we wouldn't have been Spirit Desire.
That's fucked up.
Yeah.
That's fucked up. But she was like, yo, I want to cover some pity sex songs with somebody.
Oh, yeah,
He wants to
I
hang
did.
out. He wants to hang out and practice. And I was like, I'll come. Because I had just joined my other band like around the same time. I think the same night I met you, I also like was talking to my dudes. And they were like, yeah, we're looking for drummers. So that ended up working out fine. But yeah, I was already practicing. And I was kind of like learning to play my instrument still and shit. I still don't really know it, but I was like figuring it out. And I was like, I can't play the drums very well, but we could like jam or something.
Oh,
and
yeah.
then we hung out.
But at first, I didn't think it was gonna happen.
Me neither.
Like, no, I was just like, you know what people just like, they're like, yeah,
You
we're
just
gonna
go
hang out,
into it.
we're gonna hang out.
But
and
then you never
do.
do.
Yeah, and then I just remember, you were like, yeah, we're gonna book it. And I'm like, yeah, dude. And I was like, I don't know, I don't really know him.
And then I booked it, and you were like,
yeah, and I was just like, hey, I gotta
go.
do this. And I remember our first practice. Did we have people there? No, I had my friend. I had my friend Scarlett there. Yeah, and I remember she was like, oh, what are you doing after school? I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna like jam with my friend or whatever. And then she was like, yo, I want to come. And I'm like, okay.
It was good.
I was scared though because I never played a show. Like I never played in front of people other than like people I went to school.
I hadn't even had my first show yet.
Yeah, no.
But,
I was just like kind of nervous, and then
it was good.
I remember she was there, and she took like pictures of us, and oh my god, it was so lame. I posted it on Instagram. I was like, yo, thanks for everyone who came out to our show, and I'm like, yo, this is literally just a practice.
It's so baby. But
and then
you wanted to cover some shit, but instead we just like
we were covering it, like we could play it, but we were just like, yo.
Could we?
I don't think we could.
I don't think we could at all.
I thought we were like. I thought we were babies.
We were babies.
Just trying to be born.
I was 17 still.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I was first year or second year college or something.
Second probably. But that was it though. We just wanted to you just wanted to cover some shit.
Yeah, I wanted to just cover something, and then I remember our first practice. You're like, yo, I don't really want to start a band. I just like, or I think you said.
I was like, I don't want to play shows.
Yeah,
I just want to stay.
You're like, I don't want to play shows. I just want to like jam and stuff. I was like, yo, I feel like the same way. And then we had another practice. I think it was the same practice we made. I hate my job. And then at the end of it, you were like, yo, Michelle, do you want to start a band?
And you were
I was like, I thought you would never ask. And then that's when we were born.
That's it though.
That's it.
That's that shit.
That's how we met, through Tinder, but not really. Through destiny.
Well, Tinder is a good way to meet bandmates.
Yeah. Tinder, sponsor us.
Yeah, no.
Feels good.
Feels good, man.
and this is veering off into interesting territory. So, all right. So,
Musicians.
really, I didn't notice anything.
Yo, what happened?
Audience, did you notice anything?
What happened?
So, okay, now, weird cartoons.
Weird cartoons.
What do we know about them?
Yo, I literally bonded with someone over Cartoon Network video games. I was just at a show. I played with this guy. His name's Henry, and he's like from this band, my friend's band, and I met him through my friend who was in the band called Heno Heno. And I didn't really know him at this show, and then I was like, yo, you ever play a Cartoon Network game? And I remember we just like went off. I was like, yeah, the freaking Teen Titan.
You ever played the Post cereal game?
Yes! Oh my god!
Those things were pretty cool.
Yo, those were freaking
I felt
lit.
good
The
about
Postopia. Yo, I used to go on postopia.com.
Yeah.
Yo, I played the Fred. I played the Flintstones board game like no other. I'm not joking. I was so into like E-Bums World. I was so into like Newgrounds. Like when I was getting older, I was like, I want more 18 plus games. No, I'm so into like what was that one Cartoon Network show? It was like Friends, the Imaginary Friends.
Foster's Home for Imaginary
Friends. Yo, and
You make your friends.
yo, and I remember Cartoon Network had like this like special video game. Like it was like Neopets. Like you had to take care of the game every single day.
Real.
And I was super into Neopets too. But back to that question, weird cartoons.
Weird cartoons.
Wait, didn't
What
we?
about them?
Well, you both have an interesting affinity for weird cartoons, particularly you, Kai, because you're in a band. You're also in a band that's named after a weird cartoon. So tell me about weird cartoons and how that's kind of warped your minds into the musical creatives you are today.
Damn. Fuck, cause like
What's that cartoon called?
Angela Anaconda.
Angela Anaconda.
Like when I was talking to like David and Van from like those boys, basically
Shout out to Nanette,
those boys are wild.
Evan, my boy. I met
Those
him
boys
off
are wild.
Tinder too.
Nanette, like
David, my other boy.
David's had all those songs written for like years. He was basically they were just waiting for like someone to come along and like finish it. So like by the time I came to him, he's like, hey, so I have like years worth of material. And I was like, it's fucked up, and I don't know how to play this instrument, but I'll figure something out. And he had everything picked out. He had like art ideas. He had names
He
and
had
shit.
some stuff going on.
Yeah, and he was like, oh yeah, the band's gonna be called Nanette, like Nanette and Wire. And I was just like fucking Angela Anaconda? I was just like, yeah. I was like,
Angela.
no idea why, because my memories of it were like,
Yo, how did you
it's not
watch
good.
that?
It's not a good show.
What?
Yeah.
Joking?
It's fucking
I
horrible.
literally.
It's a weird
okay,
cartoon.
Going
Very
back,
weird.
they had video games on Teletoon. Yo, and I swear to God, I had nightmares about this one Angela Anaconda like game. It was she was stuck in like a pyramid.
She
or
had to run, and then
Yeah, she had to run
the
through
bowling
it.
ball ran over.
I literally had nightmares about this game. Like just like the way the animation is set is so creepy. It's just like, are they real people or are they cartoons, bro? Like they're made of like paper. And then oh my God, there's this one part where you can switch the body parts. Like you switch heads, and I'm like, I literally.
It's scary.
It's in my mind
It's
right
scary.
now.
It's
scary.
like-
it's a scary show.
That show's like really weird. It's like ugly and horrible.
Yeah.
And, like,
And
I don't
then
know.
like there's nude. The teacher really likes being nude and like.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I like having like sex with her like skinny boyfriend or something. I don't even know. I'm like, what is happening? With that show right
Because
now?
like my main memories of it were like there were a few like loose shorts that you saw on TV, but also mostly I think most people remember that show through like the little short at the start with the Digimon movie.
Yeah.
Right? Because
Digimon
like
Monsters?
that movie's all
Yeah.
weird too. Do you know it's 3 movies condensed?
I know.
You
I know how the North Americans butchered that film.
Oh, it's fucked. It's fucking like
Butchered
I'm a kid. I'm like, this is confusing as fuck. I don't know these boys. I don't know
the
anything about
boys.
them. It's beautiful. It looks gorgeous, but it sounds like shit. And it's all this, but again, it starts with like that fucking that Angela Anaconda short,
My name is Angela.
and that's what most people remember, I think.
Welcome to my very
But
own
like,
show.
I don't know, man. Like, it's a wild one. It's a wild. He just came to me. He was like, "This is everything that's gonna happen. This is what this is called. This is this," and I was just like, Fucking sure, I guess. I haven't thought about that damn show in
Genius.
years. I was like this impressionable young boy. I think we got, I think Rohan from Fox Mulder was talking to us once. I think he was on one of our early shows, which I did. He was horrible.
Oh my
But,
god.
he was just like, or something like that. He was just like, how old is this kid? And like, cause David and Van are like 23, 24, something like that. Like, oh, he's like 18 at the time.
He's a
Yo,
baby.
fucking diaper sniper. Like, come on.
Diaper
bud,
sniper?
You know what I mean? But I don't know. I think we
grew
just like. I
as a
just
band.
like. Yeah. I just think we like some fun, good shit. Where we have all these songs coming up, and they're gonna be like. Are they weird cartoons?
I've heard them.
What are we writing songs about? Bud? We're writing songs about anime. We're writing songs
Oh
about
my
wrestling.
god, we
We're
literally
writing songs about.
writing songs about Krispy Kreme, wrestling,
Yeah.
anime, freaking not boys
No
because
more
we are
boys.
literally done
No more
writing
songs.
songs.
More
Every
songs about
song-
weird cartoons.
Yeah, every song we
Yeah.
have is literally about a boy.
Every song?
Every song.
Except one's about
Except
like
the one's about a
a
girl.
little
Yeah,
girl,
Scarlet.
right?
Yeah.
I can relate.
I feel you.
Relatable moment when.
You want to write songs about cool things, but then you just write songs about boys.
Yeah, and it's like our sad songs too.
But yeah, I don't know. I think we should do a song for about Daniel.
G.A. Wilson. We'll be like, what the A stand for? What the A stand for? What
Oh
stand
man, my friend, I forgot to tell you completely. It never happened. My friend at Halifax was talking to me, and they were like, "Yo, does Spirit Desire want to do like a song for like this compilation?"
Whoa!
But I forgot to tell you, they wanted to do it for Halloween. I don't know if they
Oh
ever.
my god!
They never
Blue
did
Bag
it.
Records?
No.
Oh, okay, I was
They're
gonna say.
someone else completely. They were like, "Yo, you should." I want to do like. They wanted to do bands covering like TV theme songs.
Oh
And,
my
like,
god!
reruns.
Yo, what show would we do?
They wanted us to do Pepper Ann. Do you remember that?
Pepper Ran, and your this is Pepper Ran.
I
I
forgot-
don't know this reference.
I forgot all about it until it was brought up to me.
Alright, you know Codenkers Next Door? The guy
Yes.
who did the art for that worked on
Really?
Pepper
Oh
Ran.
my god!
that makes
And,
Next Door.
it's
Kids
a-
next door.
It's about like this redhead with a weird imagination.
Yo, what the hell? No, I never seen that. Was that on Cartoon Network?
Disney.
Tell it to
Disney,
Disney.
Disney,
No, I
Disney.
never messed with Disney. No, you mean Disney? No.
I only watched.
Only
What did you watch growing up? Because I don't think. It's okay. Something that's been on my mind lately is that me and my roommate have been watching a lot of SpongeBob lately
Oh,
because
SpongeBob.
that was my favorite
I was
thing ever
obsessed.
as a kid. That was like my first hats and shit. Was SpongeBob? I had
Yeah.
the SpongeBob Game Boy Advance SP.
Oh my
and all
god,
that
me
shit.
too, dude.
You know what I mean? But like, I was thinking, I don't think until you get older do you like fully appreciate like
Yeah,
SpongeBob because
yeah.
it's so fucking weird. It's surreal.
It's
Yeah.
so-
And and it's weird when you're a kid, but the
Yeah.
jokes don't land. Like they land even more the older you get, and it's fucked. It's so. I cannot
SpongeBob is
believe
us.
that I was that into that show and I watched that much of that show. 'Cause
No,
it's
I
like,
literally, I had the soundtrack. Like, I'm
There's so
trying
much-
to buy the vinyl.
Yo,
I'm trying
right.
to buy the SpongeBob vinyl.
There's so much body horror
Yeah.
and like really deeply horrifying surreal shit going on in that thing, and like. I don't think when you get older, me and everyone else, everyone I was talking to about it lately, they're just like, oh, that's fucked. Yeah, that was a fucked up show, and that really shaped us, and that's kind of horrifying. But
Do you
like,
remember that episode when
nice.
Squidward was addicted to Krabby Patties?
Ooh,
The
yeah.
faces they draw for him is so scary.
They're terrifying.
They're terrifying.
It's so
detailed.
it's so weird, but when you're a kid, you don't even think about it.
Yeah, and you
at
don't
all.
even laugh. You're just like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Now, like, yo, what
I
is
watched
happening?
the movie again, like
Yeah,
I
me
think
too.
twice since
The first
in the
one,
last
right?
week or two,
Mhm.
and it's like it's perfect. Like it's a
Yeah.
perfect movie, but like it's horrifying.
It
I don't
is.
know. It's
Wait, the
like,
one where it's like, I'm a goofy goober.
Yeah, we should cover that.
Yeah. You're a goofy goober.
Perfect.
You know that scene where Patrick is wearing like those long, like,
Oh, he's got like
boots?
the
Yeah, those long boots.
yeah, he's got
Oh
the
my
fishnet
god.
pants.
I'm like, yo, I would have appreciated this like 10 years later.
You appreciate it more now, I think.
Yeah.
It's funnier now. If
Yeah.
anything.
I'm just like, how did they do this?
How did they get me when I was like 9 to love this?
Yeah, I'm like, yo, this
'Cause you don't
SpongeBob
understand
was
that.
addicted.
Well, surreal humor is kids tend to like surreal humor because well, it's real.
Yeah, and you're like really imaginative as a kid. You're not jaded and shit. You know what I mean?
Oh, I was jaded since I've been jaded since I was 8.
My name is Jaden Smith, for your information. The
See.
earth is round. Same. Dragon Ball Z?
Oh, we should write a song.
Yo,
about
Dragon Ball Z.
That's pretty good.
Idea.
That's
Mental
not bad at
note.
all.
Dragon Ball Z song.
Nice.
Dragon Ball.
Dragon Ball Z. You do like a beat down cover.
Yeah,
like
Dragon Ball.
yeah, perfect.
You should do the Japanese version of that, the original Japanese opening.
It's awesome. Did you know that version, that part we were doing, there was a Canadian exclusive theme.
Yeah.
There's an American theme, but also a Canadian one.
Yeah.
The Canadian's different from the American.
Yeah.
I was trying to find it at first, and I was like, look at America. I was like, that's not. I remember
No,
that.
I know, me too.
Why did we get a specific one? Are we that special?
We're Spanish. We Spanish.
People don't like the Maple Leafs. That's all.
That's real. That's real. We gotta fuck with those Canadian content laws that got like Alexis on Fire famous and shit. You know?
Ew. Actually, no, respect.
Yo, real though.
Important. Okay.
All
Enough
right.
about that.
So, tell me, Spirit Desire.
Wait, spirit what?
Spirit Desire.
Spirit diarrhea.
Spirit diabetes.
Spirit diarrhea.
Spirit diorama.
We literally went to go get waffles and coffee the other day. And people were like, yo, spirit diabetes. I'm like, yo, we're literally becoming a meme band.
Spirit diaspora.
Spirit diarrhea, spirit diabetes.
How can you have a spirit diaspora? I mean, like, how do you have it? Where are the spirits going exactly? How can you have a spirit diaspora?
Diaspora.
Or is it that the term?
They're all over the place. Like
they're inside.
I don't know. I'm like brown. You're like.
I'm like Chilean.
You're like a cool like that.
I'm Latina.
So I don't know, man. We're just.
Wait, did you say you were yellow?
No, I said I was brown.
I was gonna be like, whoa.
It's all good. Yeah, I don't know. We're just they're just going all over the damn place. You know what I mean?
We're international.
Spirit desires for the
We're going
people,
everywhere.
spirit
We
desires
literally
for
lied.
for-
We lied to a waitress, said we just came back from touring Chile, and she's like, "How was it?" And we're like,
It's really good.
Unreal.
It's really good. But
"We're liars."
How are the earthquakes?
Oh, in Chile? Oh my god, dude! Don't even tell. I literally was the last time I went was in January, and like where my apartment was, like I felt the waves like crash, like, and my bed would literally be like every 10 seconds. I'm like, yo, this is where I die. Like, no more spirit
You're like,
desire,
this is it.
no more anything.
No more
Goodbye,
Mishi.
peace. No more Mishi.
That's
Like
it.
the building's gonna be like, "Meh, I'm done." And then you would have heard it on the news. Teenager dead at 21.
Spirit desire broken up.
Spirit desire
In
broken up.
2016. Yeah.
Meh.
We're all gonna die alone one day.
Meh. I've lived through hurricanes. Nothing scares me. So, multiple hurricanes. But so, Michelle, you tend to document the years.
Oh my! How do you know that?
Tell me about this
How do you know that?
documentation. Tell me about this interesting documentation with these clips. You took like what a clip, a 1 second clip a day for like a month or for like 2 months or something. Tell me about this and this urge to document your days.
Okay. It started off with like I saw this like weird documentary, like not documentary, but I just saw this weird YouTube thing where a guy was like filming his like whole life, but then at one point like his like mom or like aunt fell really sick, and then he like documented every day. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I just like threw that at you. Anyway, so then like he was like documenting it, and then she like got better and everything. I was like, yo, that was such a good like second. Like it went from like really bad to like really good. And I was just like, yo, I'm gonna do this. And I remember I went on the app store and it was like $2 to buy this app. And I'm like, damn it. And I took my credit card. I took the money out of my dang credit card. I bought this. I stole a credit card just to buy this $2 app. So then I had an iPhone 4. Oh man, shout out to the iPhone 4. Freaking worst day of my life. So I got this iPhone 4 and this app. And then I remember just like recording every day for like 2 months or something. And then I looked back on it. I'm like, wow, this is horrible. Like I'm not using this. I probably did one cool thing in the whole 2 months. Like, I don't know. I was just like not doing a lot. And then I got an iPhone 6. iPhone 6 upgrade. And I started filming again. But I was like motivated this time. I'm like, yo, I'm going to do this. Like I'm going to do something cool every day. And then I just started going out with like my friends more. Like I started like recording shows. Like I did so much within a year. It's like I look back on it, I'm like, yo, I was interested. It was a crazy year. And then, you know what's so funny? Like, I see the days leading up to, like, when I first, like, started, like, dating. It's just so weird. It was so weird. I'm like, the one day, I'm, like, single. Next day, I'm like,
Yo,
this boy. And, yeah, when I first started dating my boyfriend, Matthew, I would record our dates. Like, I would record every single date we had. And it's just so crazy. It's just, like one day we found, like, this park bench or whatever. And then, probably, like, a couple days after, he, like, asked me to be his girlfriend on the same bench. I'm like, yo, this is so cool. Like, and, yeah, just recording it every single day, like, it was just so fun. And then when I uploaded it, yo, everyone went off. They're like, yo, this is so cool. Like, man, people, like, I didn't even know told me they watched it. I was just like, yo, I inspire everyone. And I got a recording of our first show ever.
Oh, yeah!
We played our first show ever at the Smiling Buddha.
I remember that.
Yeah, it was
I wasn't there.
Gabe? Yeah, Gabe.
Yeah, Gabe was there.
Yeah. And I remember we were playing with this band, literally who would become our best friends. Well, not best friends. That's a big word.
I don't know those boys.
Yeah, no, they helped us. Like, no, if it wasn't for V for Mania, shout out to my boy Daniel, we wouldn't even be a band. Well, we probably would, but we wouldn't be doing much, you know? And then I remember after our first show, he was just like, yo, we're gonna have another show with you, like, for sure.
Yeah.
And then, sure enough, like, a couple of days, or like a couple of weeks later, he was just like, yo, Miss Spirit Desire. I'm like,
and it was like, oh,
that's me.
That was like a year ago.
And then I remember recording that, and I'm just like, yo, this is so lit. And, yeah, no, like, honestly, having my life recorded every single day, I'm just like, yo, like, don't take your life for granted. Anyways. Wow, that's so funny how you knew that. I didn't think a lot of people saw that.
I saw it. Everyone saw it.
Yeah, I think yeah. What am I saying? I'm popular. No.
Well, it's my job to say these things.
Very true.
This boy does this.
This boy, we them boys.
Now, Michelle, you're very active on, now speaking of Twitter, as you mentioned, you're very active on Twitter.
Don't even say I'm active on Twitter, because this boy right here talks about WrestleMania, like, every single tweet. But it's not a diss, though.
Yes, but yours is more varied.
Oh. Yo, I'm the Twitter champ.
Oh, that's a diss.
Yeah, that's a diss. That's a roast.
I'll feed with him later. It'll be fine.
Alright.
Explain this fascination with Twitter.
Twitter. I got Twitter, man, holy, like, grade 8? Jesus Christ.
Yo, I think me too.
Grade 8.
I've had
Oh
one
my
for a
god,
billion
dude.
years.
I was in. How old are you when you're in grade 8? 13, right?
I was like 13.
13? Right?
I was 13.
Oh my god, I've had Twitter for 8 years. Jesus Christ, I'm old.
That's fine. No, I feel
Jesus
you.
Christ.
I've had my Twitter since. Like, I've had like one or two other accounts before, but I've had mine.
No,
since
I've had
2010.
mine. No, legit.
Like
This
2008?
one, it's 2008 at least. 2007. I think 2007. Google that. I remember my first tweet was like, LOL, I'm so random, XD. You know those faces? XD.
Dog, okay, for years.
Yo, everyone loved those
For years,
faces.
I only typed
used
imperfect syntax and like all like capitalization and punctuation, and I would use like those faces all
Oh
the time.
yeah, me too. Yeah.
I downloaded my Twitter archive like a week ago, and I do this sometimes, and like I'll just go back and find like your
I'll
first
find the cringiest
your
tweet.
tweets from like even my tweets from like a year or two ago are
Ew, I
fucking
hate them.
horrifying.
I actually hate them.
But like my very first one is just like, I'm in the Eaton Center. I'm at Starbucks. I love Toronto.
Yeah.
Love me that hashtag.
Hashtag power.
That hashtag Toronto City Life or some shit.
Ew, my first tweets were so stupid.
My
It was
tweets
just
were
like
so
it would just
bad.
I would be like, yo, I love Owl City.
Yo, I love brushing my teeth to dubstep.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I love. Oh god, it's so bad. I was such a tryhard.
I know, no, I was
like a
disgusting.
little baby poser.
I literally, I did not know how to tweet. I would just be like,
Yeah.
Michelle is going to the bathroom. I literally,
It's like your old Facebook statuses where it's just like,
Michelle.
where you're like, so and so is
Yeah.
like cruising for the holidays.
Ew.
You know what I mean? Some shit like
I
that.
literally, my first Facebook post was Michelle is going to the bathroom. Like, Google it. Like, it's literally there. It's like, Michelle is doing this. I would literally talk to myself in, like, third person.
Yo, because that was the way the site was set up.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it would be like, Michelle is, and I'm like, yo.
I'll dig up some golden tweets for you. My friends have been, like, going through with me in the archive, and they're like, digging up some old ones. Like, we found one from, like, 4 years ago that was like, do girls think I'm cute?
Ew!
I just want girls to think I'm cute. And I was like, okay, nothing changes, but, like, fuck. Oh, no, there's some... I don't know, sometimes you just want to talk at a void, but then at some point you have like a little audience, and then it's even worse.
Oh my
it's
god,
like
I was getting popular.
Yeah, it's like intoxicating.
Dude, I probably half the people on Twitter, like they're from like the States or something. Like I have no clue where they live, and it's just like, yo, I've been following them for like 5 years. My oldest Twitter friend, who's your oldest Twitter friend?
Like who I met through Twitter?
Yeah, I think this girl.
I didn't realize.
I met one person through Twitter. Like
I met people through Tumblr, but I don't think I met people through Twitter.
I think the first person I met was like this girl named Grace. I'm still friends with her, but I remember like meeting her for the first time. I'm like, whoa, this is the internet. Like this is real life. Like, yo, like, and it's so funny because everyone meets through the internet now. Like Tinder, like Tumblr, everywhere.
Yeah,
it's just like
okay, because if you're not,
I met you. Oh no, I met you in person. Never mind.
If you're not in like school, if you're not in like working, how are you gonna meet people? I don't know.
Like I don't get why people still think like meeting people off the internet is weird. It's just like
it's not. Like it's just not
2016.
anymore. Yeah. Kid in high school, I just started being like, hey, I'm gonna go to this weird like there was this place. Do you know about Siesta Nouveau? You know about that place, right? At all?
Siesta Nouveau.
I missed the era completely, but like, you know, it was just like before there was shit like Sheebs or like a place like something like that. I had like someone explain it to me. They were like, you know how like Soy Bomb was like your formative venue going to shows? I was like, yeah. They're like that was Siesta for me. It got like the whole building got demolished.
Oh yeah,
I never got to go. I missed the era completely, but the lady who ran this small space called the Art Gallery, ARE. And that was my first show. I went there to go see like fucking Dowsing when they had one EP out, and like some local screamos. I saw just
what
like a
was
bunch
your
of.
first show? Ever?
It was that one.
That was your first show
That
ever?
was like my first. That was my first show, I think. Yeah. Because I went to go see that. I was just like getting into like emo through emo Tumblr.
You're so
like,
emo.
In like 9th grade, I was like, "Who's American football?" And I was like, "Yo, I love real Midwest emo." So I went to go see this band in this weird ass fucking basement. That like the venue stayed open for like a summer. They hosted like 5 shows or something. Like Empire played there in like 2012 or something, and then so did like You Blew It when they had like nothing out and shit like that. So why was I talking about this again?
I don't remember. I was just like, what?
I love how tangents work.
I was talking about how I saw you at shows and shit. But I was lamping about like, yeah, you just kind of like show up to shit one day and you stick around and people either will come out like talk to you or you start coming out of your shell a bit, and it's just. It's funny how that happens. I don't know, because I was like,
I've met so many people at shows.
I was like this dumbass tryhard trying to look like I love posers because they're so earnest and they're better than like people who aren't. And it's like honest and excited, which is like cool. I was kind of a dickhead at the time. That's a different story. But yeah, I don't know, because I was just thinking. I thought the same thing. I was like, oh, I guess it's funny looking at having that perspective, because like again, coming in and being this fucking baby who's from out of town. And just like and just like meeting people and talking to people, like I was slowly introduced to like Adrian. I was introduced.
Oh my god, Adrian!
Or
Shout out to
like
Adrian.
those folks.
Yo,
I was seeing them around. And now I know them years later.
Can we take a minute to say I love you, Adrian. You
Adrian's
are
so
our
good.
dad.
He's a good
Please
boy.
adopt us.
He's like, I think maybe the nicest dude in the world.
Please adopt us.
I'm gonna show you at some point after.
Shout out to Terry Green.
I think David found this photo. So I think it was the 2nd or 3rd show I ever went to, and I was like in 11th or 10th grade with my friend, and there's this photo that someone took at the show, and in it you can see me, David, Adrian, and Adam all in the same photo separately, and none of us know each other. Except for, I think, like...
That's like murder mystery.
David and Adrian had like just met recently. But we're all in it at the same time, and I think you can spot like other loose people, and it's just bizarre.
Yeah, that's actually so crazy.
Because yeah, you just come in at some point and you just meet people.
That's
I
like
don't know.
if you went to
Like-
when you go to the same shows and it's like, yo, you were there in the same building.
Yeah,
too?
this happens all the time. Where
Yeah.
I'm just like, oh, you remember like Algernon in like 2012? And I was like, yeah, and like half the people are talking, like, yeah, I was there. And just fuck, I didn't know, but yeah, it was like the same thing. I was like, oh, I just see Daniel like one day, and then he sticks around. And you're like, oh, it's weird being on the other side of that now. Just being like, oh, I've like been here for a few years. I know what's up.
I know this.
Here's like a nice young boy that we want to welcome
Aw.
and show a good time, right? And all that. I just think it's wild.
Shows are wild.
Crazy.
Music brings people together.
That's so beautiful. That's so
Like us.
Michelle,
Mishi.
the peace symbol.
Oh my Jesus.
Tell me about that,
Louise,
because-
Saint Marie, like, man, like, I don't know. Like,
it just feels right.
did you ever see that Vine where it's like, guys, what happened to the peace sign? You went from going here to here. Like, I don't know. Yo, I literally was like, yo, I am this girl. Like, I don't know. Like, when did you start doing peace signs in pictures?
I do. I'm really conscious about how I
Me
look
too.
in photos and
Me
shit.
too.
So like, I find the easiest way for me to like look not
Hide.
fucking horrible
Yeah.
is to like close my eyes, maybe open my mouth really wide or smile
Yeah.
goofy, and then just do this.
I'll be like-
it like masks it, and
Yeah.
it's just like my default pose.
No,
these
that's
days.
like my signature
Your
gesture.
signature niche,
Signature Mishi signature.
I'm always like, I'm gonna look like shit
Yeah, I'm
if I
just
don't
gonna be
like,
like,
do some
if,
wild stuff.
Like when I would meet like people off like the internet and they were like, yo, what's your Snapchat? I'd give them my Snapchat.
you just be
every
like,
single snap. Just going out.
it feels real, right? Because
I'm
I don't
like,
wanna. I'm like, I don't look.
I'm like, yo, I'm not.
I don't wanna like.
I'm not a pretty boy, so like,
I'm not a pretty boy.
I'm not trying to do it full like, hey, like I'm not
You know,
trying to
you
do
like your
that.
angles and shit.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
like,
like,
I have
yo,
no angles.
I have
I'm
no
just trying to,
angles.
like, peace and,
Like I'm
shit.
just like one big potato. I'm like no angles, no nothing.
It
no
just feels
nothing.
real. It just happens.
And like we have our band picture. It's like one of the first pictures we ever took as like a band, and we literally just have like donuts in front of our faces.
'Cause we don't like
yeah,
our
I'm like
face.
no, I can't do like I literally I'm not joking you. Ever since like elementary school, like my teachers even told me like, yo, can you smile like normally in
you're
a
just
picture?
like-
And I'm just like, I'm like I can't do it. Yo, if I could go back in time, I would take all my like yearbook pictures like Michelle Ferrer.
Me too. Me too. That was like my. Well, okay, what'd you write in your yearbook? Because I know what mine said.
I'm
It was
gonna
good.
send you Daniel G. Wilson. Put this in your notes. Put this in the video
Oh,
because mine is so embarrassing. No, I'm gonna find it for you right now. No, like, can your camera focus on this? You were learning focus. Who is that? The sad face of a young girl. And what is that quote? What is the quote?
I'm too pop.
I am too pop punk for this. Do you see?
Oh, mine's
Do you
weird.
see that?
Mine's goofy.
Mine is the goofiest. I want to slap the shit out of that.
I've seen worse.
I literally thought it was such a good idea. I remember I'm like, yo, I'm so pop punk, the story's so far, like I'm gonna be so cool.
Yeah, everything. Yeah, nothing you do when you're a teenager is a good idea.
I'm like, yo, I'm gonna be so, I'm gonna look
Oh,
back
yeah.
and be like, I'm so pop punk.
I found that one time I
Oh
hard styled
my gosh.
Stephen Page too. That was great. Oh yeah, here it is. Here it is. I got this boy. I don't know if you can
Jeez.
see it.
Look, we'll do
What up with that hair?
Oh, it's some. It was the same hair I have, except I
We're
shaved
gonna
the
do
side.
it side by side and be like,
You know, like that hair helmet that boys have in high
Yes.
school. Yeah, I kind of had that.
look, who knew those two babies
These little babies.
would end up making a stupid ass baby.
Because it says it says in 10 years, but I didn't have to wait 10 years. It's happening right now.
It's the dream. It's the dream. It's coming true, boys.
That happened months
That
ago.
happened months ago.
Whatever.
Yeah.
When I was a teenager, I always thought that in 10 years, I'd be sleeping on someone's couch in a random province when I'm on tour. So
Yeah, that'll do it.
I give that 2 years.
Tour life.
You're close. You're close. I think the screamo has kind of like died down again, which is like exciting because then you can because you know like those weird lost periods of time where like a band was active but no one gave a fuck because
Yeah.
screamo and emo wasn't like a thing yet. Cap and jazz revival bands weren't like a thing yet
Yeah.
again.
Drunk row for life.
Yeah, Jocko for life. You can it'll be good. You'll just be like really liking it, and it'll just be really, really hard out there. But
just work your hardest.
That's real. That's real. That's
Scream
real.
your
That's real
hardest.
screamo. Real screamo is when no one gives a fuck about
Yeah.
you till 10 years after you broke up.
Like I just the thing that gets me going.
What gets you going?
I just hate bands that just like, man, they just try too hard. It's just like, dude, like chill.
Just chill.
We could like,
Just
yo, we
chill.
can go on
Be
about
friendly.
it. Be
You know?
friendly. Very friendly guys. It really affects
Go
my
on tour,
life.
it'll be
Like
fun.
go on tour, dudes.
Probably.
Like we're never gonna go on tour because I don't think we can handle.
And I don't know if I like playing shows that much. I
Yeah.
think about this all the time.
I
was more
like
excited
playing
about it.
shows, but
It depends.
It's-
I don't know. Tour looks stressful.
yeah, no, I could never not know where I'm gonna sleep. Like,
You know what I mean?
yo, so many bands are like, yo, can you put us up for the night? I'm like, dude.
I put up my friend's band, Island of Misfit Toys, they're sick. I put them up for the night like a few months ago, and it was fine because like I was internet friends with that dude for years, but like it was really funny because I was like, oh, this is gonna be great, but I had to tell my roommate I'm gonna house 8 people in my room.
Jeez.
That was hard. Anthony slept in the kitchen. It was fine.
Oh my god.
It was good. I don't know.
Good time.
It happens. Sometimes there's just 8 of you crammed in a strange boy's room. You know what I mean?
Just gotta do it.
It just happens. Like.
Tour life.
Well, that's not always a bad thing.
It isn't. It was fun and it was enjoyable. My roommate was kind of pissed first because he's like, you didn't ask me.
Oh, wait, there's a...
Oh, it was because like day of, I was like, can they sleep here? And he was just like, fuck, I guess. Shit, like it's fine now. But he was just like, you brought 8 strangers into my home. Like,
into my home, Kyle. Into my home.
it happens.
Meh, I'm used to sleep. I like sleeping on couches anyway.
Fair.
Couch is life. Couches love, couch is life.
Then again, I have like I have the most comfortable couch in the world. But yeah, that's neither here nor there. Yeah. So you guys have one of the rarest pieces of vinyl I've ever seen. Tell me about this rare piece of
I mean,
vinyl you have printed.
It's not vinyl per se, you know. It's like, you know, lathe cuts or whatever.
It's like, dude,
Historically, I don't really fuck with lathe cuts. Like,
Yeah.
if a band's like, oh, here's our 100 or like 50 copies of the lathe cut, I'm like, that's fine.
Yeah.
What the fuck's the point? But like, they're fun little personal.
it's like
Personal
my
things.
friends were like, yo, can you make me a copy too? I'm like,
You're like,
no.
fucking
And
no.
I said
How much did it
no.
cost?
Like, it was like $50.
Like
but
50
the guy
bucks.
did such a great job. Like, I'm gonna like send you photos and you can put it in this. But, I literally just thought he was just gonna give me the vinyl. I'm like, yo, just give me the vinyl, like whatever. And he actually like
Yeah, there's
put,
a cover.
yeah, he put a cover. He put like.
I haven't seen it in person. Does it look okay? Is it like
Oh my
shitty and like
God, I should've
JPEG or
brought it
something?
to no, it's like it's kind of flimsy,
Okay.
but it's actually like really like durable. I'm like, yo,
Okay.
this is.
I was just
nice.
worried because I'm just like, I know he was working with some low quality art.
Yo, I know he was,
I
yeah.
don't know, but
Jokes. No, your art's good. I love how I'm like, yeah, your art's bad. No, check out Kai's zines. I thought you said it like zines, but it's actually.
everyone
zines.
thinks that, but I'm like, it's short for magazine.
Duh.
But yeah, no, it's like
We have
it's cool.
tapes.
It's 1 out of 1.
We have tapes.
We have tapes. Yo,
If you want a tape, email me.
I don't have. We have tapes. If
Yeah.
you want one, I'll give you one at next time I see you or something. I've been saying I'll finish them. I bought the blanks like a year ago,
More than a
and
year.
I have more than a year ago, and I haven't done them yet. But I'll do them eventually. But I said that a year
That's
ago
what he
too.
says.
I'll
Now,
have them fresh.
speaking of zines, Michelle, you have a history of making zines.
Oh my god. Yeah, man, I don't even know how I got into them. Like, this was probably like, man, my first year of college, so I was 18, 19. And I remember Not Dead Yet first started, like it was like the first Not Dead Yet, like fest or whatever. And I was like, yo, I should like interview bands, like I should like interview someone. Long story, I did not like the interview I got. No.
Who'd you interview?
I don't even want to say no.
Okay.
Just
Oh
disclosure.
yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Never.
I didn't know you
mention
did
it.
this.
Yeah, no,
This is
I did a
brand new to
scene.
me.
Yeah, it was called Mindless To. It was like a hardcore.
When was this?
Do you, I swear I've shown you it. It's
Maybe.
It
I
was.
feel like you have.
Pretty
I don't
tight
know.
zine, I have to say.
Yeah,
Fuck,
the
yeah.
cover is.
Yeah?
Yeah, I sent him a
I've
photo
seen
of
it.
it.
Fuck,
but I don't have.
I was
I
gonna
don't
say-
have any
No more
like.
copies?
No more copies. I don't have like the actual like template anymore.
Oh no.
Yeah, so I was gonna print it again.
Okay. Shit.
So the cover is like Goku. It was like this picture I got off the internet. I think it was Descendants playing like one of their first shows, and people were just like stage diving on each other. And I put Goku's face on Milo.
Milo,
Yeah, Milo. And
Pretty rad.
Yeah, and I remember like I was I'm gonna put like candy in the zine, like I'm gonna make a little pocket and hand it out to people and not dead yet. And I handed out like probably my first one. I handed out like 5, and I swear I saw them on the ground. I was like,
no.
Yeah, I saw them on the ground, and I was just like, yo, people are savage. So I never did it again.
Shit, did not know that.
Yeah.
Well, people can be jaded.
Yeah.
For
sure.
I would have put it in my log file.
Yeah,
I
what
have
the
a file.
heck? I should have like kept mine. Maybe one day I'll start up again. But I literally came up with that name, Mindless TO, from like those generators, band generators.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and it said like Mindless Toronto, and I was just like,
ooh, that's pretty
song
cool.
names, Mindless Toronto.
That's how Childish Gambino got his name.
Oh yeah, he
the Wu-Tang
did.
generator?
Yo,
Yeah,
shout out to Childish Gambino. I know a lot of people
Yo,
are like, ew, you're basic for liking him, but
I
actually
don't.
do.
Yo, I never liked him for the longest time. I thought he was fucking horrible and trash. Because the internet was like fine.
Yeah.
There were a few bangers on it, and I'm reluctant to admit that. But have you heard his like new? Okay, and then
Like
I didn't hear the tape after that.
The Cole. It's
what-
like the
I haven't
yellow
heard that
and blue.
one. I heard like some stuff out for the first time because my roommate loves him. He was just like,
Oh yeah, Cole. Shout out
Yeah.
to Cole.
he was
He's
like,
the boy.
these are good. I was like, okay, I'm still reluctant. But have you heard his like newest song?
Yes. Oh my god, he actually
I'm mad
sings
as
so
fuck. It's a
well.
banger. It's really good.
It's what is it?
He killed it.
It's Your Mama.
Me and
Your mama. Oh my god, the singing. He literally is like screaming. Like I'm like, yo, I never thought he could ever do this. And
He's
it's
good.
just like,
I'm bitter as fuck because I wanted to hate him.
Yo, if he comes again, man,
'Cause,
the
like-
worst show I ever went to.
The
I'm
Park?
not. No, the first show. No, not that one. The first show I've ever been to in my entire time of going to shows since I was like 13 or something was a Childish Gambino show.
Which one?
Literally, it was at Sound Academy.
Oh yeah, that'll do
Oh my
I've never been there.
God.
I've heard it's
Literally,
trash.
He's
I've heard it
amazing
sucks.
live, but like the
The
crowd.
venues. Oh,
dude,
venue.
there was literally like 10 fights even before
Fights.
Gambino went on.
Who the fuck's gonna? That's hard. Yeah, that's hard as fuck.
And
You're
I'm
like
like,
a real tough motherfucker.
oh my god, it was just so weird. It was just like a
That's
bunch of
dumb
like,
as
I guess
fuck.
his crowd are people who don't go to shows. Like, so like people were like
that shit
fighting
sucks.
because they're like, yo, why are you standing next to me? Why are you like so close to me? I'm like, chill.
Just like-
I hated the crowd. I'm like, yo, the crowd literally, and I remember there was a DJ set before Childish Gambino went on that went on for 4 hours, probably.
Yo, that
4
happened-
hours.
okay,
Jesus
that happened
Christ.
one
That happened
time.
at Death Grips. Another story.
Fuck. 2 things. One, okay, the most violent crowds I've ever experienced in my showtime was fucking Tiger's Jaw.
Oh my god.
Like
dude.
the first. I'm dead serious. When I saw them, I've seen them like 3 or 4 times, but I think when I was a kid, I saw them at the Hard Luck. That was fucked. And when I saw them,
too. I saw them there too.
did you ever see them at Sneaks?
Yes.
That one
Oh my
time, it was with
God.
Petty Sex.
Yeah.
That was the most fucking
That was violent.
aggressive ass crowds I've ever
I
seen.
remember like they actually had to stop.
Yeah, they stopped because a girl got hurt,
Yeah.
right? But like,
No.
it was.
like,
Who the fuck's gonna head walk to like who's like
Yeah,
pop
Tiger.
music?
I know.
Who the fuck's doing that,
no,
right?
people
It's
are
like
ignorant.
it was like when people. It's like when Joyce Manor still had crowds like that. I
Oh
don't
my
know if they
god, do you
whatever.
remember? They stopped playing too because someone was like hurting people.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, and they're like, yo,
The
like,
old,
get out of here.
like,
Oh my god, it was,
I
yeah.
retired from like being a push pit little kid.
No, me too. I'm just like,
I only
I
come
just
out
kind of
retirement
stand in the
occasionally.
back, or like I stand with you. Like
I just
kind of
I don't have
dance.
this fucking like
I don't have the
angry
energy.
useful energy. You know what I
I
mean?
really
I
do
don't
not
want to
have the
like
energy.
push folks. I just want to see some fucking music.
Yeah,
these
no. When I
days.
go to shows now, I'm just I just feel old when I go. Like,
And that's
I feel-
fucked. I'm
yeah,
only like
I'm
19.
only 21.
When fuck, you were at the Front Bottoms last
Yes,
year, right?
dude. I remember.
That was the last time I've seen that band ever. It was
Yeah.
goofy as fuck. I
I
was
go
there
to
with you were there. I was with
Yeah.
my friend at
And
the
I saw
time.
you in the crowd. I was like,
Yeah, Cassie was there too, and
Yeah.
I was just like, how the fuck am I already older than most
No.
of you? This is horrible.
yo, shout out to Cassie
I feel like
Williams.
a fucking elder.
I love her.
Oh, the fucking best, fucking
Yeah.
screamo goddess. But
I love her.
but yeah, Tiger's Jaw was the most fucking violent crowd I ever saw, and fuck, what's the 4-hour DJ set? I saw in first year, some girl in like the OCAD group was like, hey, who wants a free ticket to this thing? And I was like, I've never listened to this guy, but I think it'd be kind of funny if I went. I went to go see Spooky Black. I hate him. I think he sucks. But like, I went there and it's all these fucking hype beasts. It was at like, it was at Tattoo. Have you been there?
Yeah.
That's where I went to
That's
see.
such a
I saw
hype
Vince Staples there
venue.
last year.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like, it's all these fucking hype beasts. It was like a 2-3 hour DJ set, and then his boring ass comes on. I was like, I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna go home. This sucks so much.
It sucks so
Like,
much.
I can't deal with that shit. I don't have the fucking patience.
No,
to
I'm
sit
for
through a
shows.
crowd
I'm literally just
anymore.
I stand. If I have energy, I'll go in. Like Touche Amore, yo.
That was fine.
crazy show.
That went really well.
That I actually was like.
I was late, but it's fine.
No, I was late too.
But yeah, anyway. Fuck. Like,
Come on to our show December.
we got a push pit for the first time.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we had a mosh pit.
In my like, again, I've played like, I've kept a list. I've played like a bunch of shows now, but we never started like a push pit ever. Because who the fuck's gonna push
Yo,
pit? to,
I
like,
could
this?
not believe when
The
that
like the
happened to
crowd's
us.
not around for that anymore. No one's gonna push pit
Yeah,
to
no
like
one's
screamo
really
or
like.
local
But
shit.
even when you go to local shows, like no one, like people
Yeah.
like bob their heads.
It doesn't happen.
I
I'm
see-
thankful for that. Like,
Yeah.
I see a lot of them actually.
Like push pits.
Fair,
Mosh
that's
pits.
fair.
Believe I see.
I feel like the shows that I go to is just like
Like, when I was-
everyone's just awkwardly.
They're like
Yeah.
dance rock bands.
Yeah.
unless it's like you're going to like Faith Void, or if you're like
Yeah.
going to like a really packed thing at the Bomb, like nothing's gonna like. But like we were playing at the Central like a few weeks ago,
Yeah, the
and some
upstairs.
fucking dudes we don't know just started push pitting to I
Yeah.
hate my job, and I was like, that's fine.
But
It's
you know what's so
hilarious.
funny about that whole thing too? Like we got asked to turn our volume down.
The whole, but that's because
So I
someone was playing downstairs.
Yeah, but I was just like, yo, what the hell? Like that's not even fair.
I was like,
like we were even playing like the like lowest level, and they're like, hey, turn it down, turn it down.
it's like, dog, we can't.
It's
do
like, yo, we
anything
can't
about
do that. Like when we play like aggressive.
It's really hard.
Yo, I sweat. Like I sweat.
Just
Like
sweaty.
yeah, and I remember we started our set because we started our set with like Guy Fieri, which is like our favorite song to play.
We played pop music, but people
Like man, and like as soon as we like I hit like my distortion pedal, like people went off. Like I felt the floor shaking too.
Yeah, that was goofy as
Oh
shit.
my
I was
god!
like, all right.
And I was looking, and I was like, "Yo, that is not. People are not doing that. Like, no, I could not believe that.
Playing music is hard.
Sometimes I
Not
get nervous because I.
You're
can't-
always so nervous when you
I
go
know.
up, and I'm like, it's okay.
It's okay. It's gonna be okay.
It's gonna be okay.
It's gonna.
Because you're so
be
funny, and then you're just like,
alright. Yeah, but then I feel like sometimes people don't laugh at my jokes.
It's hard. It's hard
Like,
to tell jokes, right?
I know.
That's why we gotta be more confident. We gotta just like, just
Like we
do
gotta
it.
just like not care.
do
Like
it, yeah.
for real, the next time we play, like just like
It'll be
pretend.
good at GG. We're playing at
Yeah,
GG's.
GG's, like,
saving
safe.
GG, and,
Like I don't like.
it's the crowd will be
Yeah.
really fun for that.
Yeah, I like safe venues, like
because it's you haven't been there before, right?
No.
It's just like a coffee shop,
Yeah.
cafe, or anything.
like kind of like DB Bistros.
Kind of like that, yeah. But like,
Okay, next question.
really good.
Tell me, okay, Michelle, in brief, tell me about repeating fields.
Your boy Eddie.
My boy,
Marcus.
shout out to my best friends in the whole world, Marcus, Edgar. Man, repeating fields. Okay.
they're repeating.
A lot of good times, a lot of bad times,
A lot of hard times.
a lot of hard times, a lot of crying.
That's hard times,
That's hard times, daddy. Repeating fields. Okay, like we both have two bands, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, at first he had two bands. I only had Spirit Desire. I'm like, yo, I kind of like want to do something else, which is fine.
It's because we were. I don't know.
We had
Shit
a
got
break.
busy.
Yeah,
like,
we just had we had
life
like,
was too hard, and we weren't
yeah,
doing.
we were
it for a
friends.
while.
We were friends and everything, but like
we just didn't see each other for a bit.
we let the record, we let the demo like be there.
Yeah.
You know,
We didn't
like,
really follow up. I was
we-
just like, hey, I'm like really depressed now.
Yeah,
shit
me
was
too.
really
I
bad
was
last
just-
year.
yeah.
Like
But-
we put that record out, and then I was just like, fuck, my life's really bad.
You know what's so funny? Disclosure: we recorded our demo twice.
Oh
We
yeah.
literally uploaded two different demos twice.
Yeah, we've done that. Cause like, oh my god, the fucking first version we posted.
I
Cause
hated
like,
it.
I'm so sorry. Cause I spent all this time trying to like get the most out of like this bullshit few mic setup doing live at the Rehearsal Factory. And then I rushed the vocals in like a day, and
Oh
it was
my
so
God.
trash just
It
to
was
put it out.
trash.
And then I think we got a bunch of downloads, and I was like, fuck,
Yeah,
I
we're
gotta
like, oh my
change
God,
it.
we
I
gotta
gotta
do it.
change it. So I went back. So technically, there's little versions out there of like the first
Yeah.
demo, where like the vocals are different on a few songs, and it sounds like ass, but
No, but then the rest. But the rest, oh my god! Like, I literally listen to our demo like daily. I know that sounds so lame, but like
I
I'm
do-
like-
no, I
when
do that.
When I
I
listen
do
to
that,
it, I
like-
especially like
I listen to my band's
Donut
music
Run.
constantly.
When I listen to Donut Run, like when it starts going like, I'm like, yo, I can't believe we actually made that. Like I would dance to that. Anyway, so repeating fields. So we recorded our demo, like Spirit Desire. We finished recording, and we're like, hey, we're gonna
And we just
chill.
kinda slept for a
Yeah,
while.
we're like, hey, we're gonna sleep on it. We're gonna chill. So then.
And I was busy with the net, and you
Yeah.
wanted to do something else.
I wanted to do something else. So then my friend, I remember I went to this pub show, and my friend Marcus, who I was like really, really good friends with, like I saw him there, and he had two other friends there named Josh and Edgar. And like I was already friends with them, but I wasn't too close with them. And and they were in a band called Plea Market, and you interviewed them. I remember seeing that interview. I was like, yo, when is my time? When is it gonna be my turn? Yo, send one over
that's still
right
bitter
now.
that we haven't been interviewed yet. And I was like, we had a chance, but like we left early before you could.
What just happened?
Whatever. We'll get it done eventually. It'll be fine.
Yeah. And then Feed Me. And then, so I met them at this show. Donut break.
No, we're good.
You good?
You got it. Where's my charger?
Oh, it's in my pocket. Anyways, you can cut that out. So I went to this pub show, and then I was just like hanging out with them at this show, and they were saying like, oh, like, because I played one show with them. We played one show with them before, and they were like, I was like, oh, are you guys like still like playing with that band? And they were like, no, like we're kind of done with it because there was like some drama that happened with it. And I was like, oh, you know, like it happens. Like sometimes bands don't work out. Kind of like relationships.
Ooh.
Shade. And then I remember like there was just like Edgar asked, I don't know if Edgar asked or I asked, I was like, yo, we should like hang out and like jam, like we should actually just like, I don't know, like who knows like what can happen. And he was like, man, I remember knowing Edgar at that show just because he smiled so much. I'm like, yo, this man smiles way too much. So I'm like, I don't even know if I want to be in a band with him. But no, and then I remember like he actually messaged me and was like, no, like, yo, I was serious about starting a band with you. And I was like, So I slept on it. I was like, okay, like, let's do it. But his house was all the way in like freaking, did you find it?
No, where is it?
Maybe on the table. So his house was in Brampton. And I was like, yo, I'm far from Brampton, dude. And I remember I took my mom's car and I lied to her. I'm like, yo, mom, I'm just going to the movies with my gear. And she's like, oh, okay, cool. Drove there, and I remember, like, we were just, like, I didn't really know Edgar. Like, I was just kind of...
He was just his man's.
He was just his man's. And I'm like, whose man's are you? And we started just, like, jamming. Like, I remember we were on... I brought my own guitar. But then I was like, yo, I should try drums. Never played drums in my entire existence. None. No experience except for like beep beep, and then we're like air drum. Oh my god, Kai, what are you doing? You're making me nervous. And then I remember, sorry, I have to burp really bad. Anyway, ow, that hurt my throat. So then we started jamming, and then I was like, yo, this could go somewhere, and I started playing drums and everything. I'm like, yo, I can actually play drums. Like, I was like, yo, I got this. And then he was just like, yeah, like, we should do this more often. I remember every week during the summer, like, I literally just went to his house and we would just, like, jam. And, yo, this is some, like, shade. Did you actually see this?
Oh, God.
Wait, you know how to spell his name? Oh, my God, I'm surprised.
Interesting.
Yeah, and then ever since then we were just like, oh, yo, I'm gonna answer this call. Okay, break time.
Keep talking.
Yeah, so then we played a show and he didn't like it, and then I was like, I'm out of the band. And no, but it was like all jokes aside, like I think we just had very different styles of music, like. I don't know, no shade towards him. Like, I love Edgar, I love Marcus and everything, but like, I don't know, like, I think I liked playing for them, like, kind of just like filling in on drums and everything. But we made this one song actually. It's called like Dogs in the Basement, and yo, like, yo, what?
Did you write that? I forget.
Yeah, like I started it, and like we all just like came together with our own ideas. I remember just like, yo, it was like so perfect. Like, it was really like punk. It was really like fast. Like, I really like fast songs, so that was like our best song, I remember. And I was on guitar on that one, and he was on drums, and Marcus was on bass. Okay. And then yeah, like I don't know, we just decided it's not really for us. Like, Repeating Fields is like maybe still gonna play shows. I don't know, like, it's still there. Like, the Facebook's up, everything. It's not like I'm not a part of it, but I I don't know. Maybe it'll come back again. Maybe not.
On repeat.
Yeah, on repeat, repeating fields. But I know Edgar has his own musical project now. It's called Early Mercy. Playing a show with him December 2nd.
December 10th.
December 10th. Oh my God, Daniel G. Wilson knows more than I do.
It's my job.
Give me your foot. Give me your foot. High five. Yeah, like no shade towards Edgar at all. Like I know he's gonna see this and be like, Michelle, how could you? Like we have a group chat. Literally, we talk in it every single day. Oh my God, Jesus Christ! Like sometimes if like the drama in this group chat is like, whoa, guys, chill out. But no, at the end of the day, they're like my best friends. Like I know I'm like talking so bad about them, but like whatever, they deserve it.
Friends talk bad about each other all the time.
Yeah, I know Kyle said I'm the best person in the world, so no shade towards that.
Very fascinating. So, Spirit Desire.
Spirit diarrhea.
Now, your fans want to know. Your fans want to know.
What do they want to know?
What are your favorite fruits?
Fruits?
Yo, me too. So I gotta take my pants off.
My favorite fruit. My favorite fruit. Check that.
I like strawberries. I think they're pretty good.
Yeah.
I think they're pretty good. You know what I mean?
Wait, what was it? I didn't see.
Strawberries.
Oh, strawberry?
Yeah.
Well, he's wearing long johns.
It's cold out.
I'm wearing 2 pairs.
I'm wearing none. I did yesterday though. I was responsible.
And yours?
My favorite fruit. Probably the classic banana.
Bananas are good.
Bananas are really good. I like the mini bananas. I like the big boy bananas. I like the premature bananas. I like them all. I like the shape, frame, form. I love them.
Little peachy mishy.
Little peachy mishy. Yeah, I like peaches too. The peach emoji is a butt. And the what's the eggplant? The eggplant is a. You said a bad word.
Can't say that again.
Can't touch this. Yeah.
Radical.
Yeah, probably strawberry.
Probably a strawberry banana milkshake. That's my favorite.
That's my favorite milkshake.
That's my favorite.
That's my favorite smoothie too.
Yeah.
But yeah,
It's chill.
that's what we feel.
Radical.
Is my beanie okay? I thought I was wearing 2 beanies. Or did I?
It's alright.
Alright.
So, do you guys have any final words to the people out there? What final words to the people out there, all your fans, all the people who find you both very
Attractive.
fascinating? Well, that too, but still. Don't finish that.
I think I don't know if we're doing something good because a lot of people like know us, which is it's so surprising because when we started this, like we were just like, yo, it's just gonna be our thing. Like,
I
it's
just
gonna be
wanted to
us, it's gonna be our
record.
friends, yeah. And then I have like people I don't even know like coming up to me and being like, yo, Spirit Desire is sick. And I'm like, dude, like thanks. Like I've never thought I would ever have people actually like what I do. Yeah. Cause I don't know, I don't.
Hey, come see us at GG.
Oh yeah, come see us at GG.
December 10th.
Last words to the people.
No, I got it.
Last words to people. Check our mixtape. Buy it. Yo, our mixtape used to be $420.
Now it's 0.
Now it's $0, so download that shit.
Down that fucker. We have new songs out soon.
Yeah, we
fucking knows.
we have a special announcement to the people.
We're recording
Breaking up.
another demo.
What? I thought we were breaking
We can
up.
break up too.
Okay.
We have to record that demo first. I'm recording.
Bratty Boys.
Yeah, Bratty Boys.
That's our
what it's
new
gonna be
demo called Bratty Boys.
We're gonna do it with the boy who did the Nanette demo
Andrew.
and good old Andrew Leepert's my boy. We're gonna do something with him soon. We have some new songs that we've been sitting on for a jillion years. We don't
Yeah.
practice lately. But
we have like 10 million songs. We're gonna start.
We're gonna do shit with that soon. So
we're gonna have tapes. We're gonna have peeps.
We're gonna have shirts.
Shows,
we're gonna have stickers. We're gonna have mugs. We're gonna have donuts. 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 We're gonna have ice cream sandwiches too for Cassie. And
shout out to Cassie.
I don't know. We're doing that soon. Maybe we'll do more shows next year too.
Honestly, book us or shook us.
Yeah. Book or get shook.
Gooker. I was gonna say book or get shook, but then I said Gooker get shook.
True. Book or T get shook.
Stay safe, stay healthy, eat your greens, drink your water, stay sober, straight edge for life.
Spirit desire for life.
Spirit desire for
life.
For
life. Yeah.
Babies, beanie scene for life.
Bean scene for life. Fuck Peel Crew.
Terry Green sucks.
TG sucks. Nanette sucks.
Nanette sucks. Evan, I'll unmatch you on Tinder.
Evan
eventually.
Shanahan is the thirstiest boy in the world.
Matthew Hamill, I love you. Shout out to my boy.
David Rathhauer's a
baby. Shout out to Drake. Shout out to Guy Fieri.
Shout out to Dumb Boys for writing our songs.
Shout out to Krispy Kreme for sponsoring this video.
Shout out to Wrestling.
No, they didn't.
Yeah. That's the whole bit.
Thank you guys for a wonderful interview.
Thank you.
Make it seem like